Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and I am currently studying dentistry in Egypt. Today I just thought that I'd make a quick video on, well, I don't really know how quick it's going to be honest. I just thought that I would do a video regarding studying here and what skills I've picked up from being in Egypt for the past year. So yeah, I've had a lot of questions on Instagram, social media, asking about studying here, not so much about the university and the fees, the costs, that kind of thing. It's more so about my personal life and how I find the lifestyle here in Egypt and how I get through my days. I just thought that I'd make a quick video on the kind of skills that I have developed whilst I've been living here, because that has been something that's reoccurred in a lot of the questions I've been asked. So I'm going to ask 3 questions regarding moving abroad to study, okay? And if you can answer yes to these questions, then you are definitely capable of studying abroad and doing really well. I don't know if I should make the brightness slightly lower. Better maybe? Yeah, so why should I move abroad to study? Let's look at this. So, do you want to push yourself? Yes or no? Okay. Do you want to face a plethora of different experiences, medically and culturally, that will make you more adaptable as a person? Okay. And then I've also written as well, the last one that I've got is, do you want to be open-minded and be able to adapt to new situations that get thrown your way? Okay, if you've answered yes to all 3 of these questions, then you're definitely a good candidate for studying abroad, okay? It's good news. So I'm now going to talk about the skills that I've developed since I've been in Egypt studying abroad. And I have notes with me, so I'm ready to go, okay? So how has Egypt made me adapt? This is a really good question and I can't wait to get into it. So first of all, Egypt has helped me to gain confidence, to be more forthcoming and also to be more outgoing as well. So because of the busy nature of Egypt and of Cairo, when you're outside your flat or outside your apartment, you will find that you need to communicate with people in order to get through your day. So on average, each day I speak to around 5 strangers, I would say. This isn't me trying to socialize, this is just me going about my average day to day. So I speak to about 5 strangers. You need to be comfortable with speaking to people. If you aren't, it's okay. This will come in time and your confidence will grow in time. It's really important as well that you try and make a little bit of effort to learn the language. A little bit of effort, trust me, it goes a long way. You will love speaking the language the more you get to learn it. So I'm currently trying to learn the language just now. It's not easy, it's very challenging, but if you make effort to learn it and they see that you're making the effort, they will act so different towards you. They will be welcoming, they'll be friendly, they'll just be happy in general. But I would say that as a whole, Egyptians are very welcoming and friendly anyway. Okay, so yeah, we've got the language as well. That is a huge one. I am currently trying to learn Arabic so that I can communicate with my patients in 3rd year, 2nd semester. So yeah, that's really important. So people will respect you more as well if you put in the time to learn the language, or at least show them that you're trying. There's also the culture difference as well. So when I first moved to Giza, so it must have been January 2020. Yeah, I think it was then. I was living in Giza, and obviously Giza is more traditional, it's less cosmopolitan than the area that I'm in now. There was a lot of traditional people, so obviously when there's a foreigner you do tend to kind of look a little bit. So I was noticing that people were looking at me, but it's fine, you just have to forget about it and just get on with your day really. Different cultures, obviously you're going to have to get used to that just when you first arrive. It doesn't take a lot to get used to though, it's actually fine. I've become more adaptable to new environments involving different cultures, okay? So yeah, I've become more adaptable to different cultures, definitely. I was given a beautiful abaya from a girl in my course, which is like a traditional dress that you wear for Ramadan, for iftar, that kind of thing. I was then invited to a Ramadan iftar party to break fast with these girls, and it was so nice. It was such a nice experience. It was so lovely to go out with those girls and just to spend time with them, have good food, good conversations. It was so lovely, and I really, really appreciated being invited to that, because obviously, yeah, I was just really happy that they obviously thought that I was open-minded enough to welcome that kind of culture. So you definitely have to be open-minded to different cultures, that kind of thing. And if someone invites you to an event that has a different culture to what you're used to, 100% go, because it'll be so fun and you will learn so much. Because of the busy nature of Egypt, this place has actually forced me to become more organised in my personal life. So because it is quite busy outside and everything, it does force you to stay on top of things in your personal life, and an example of that is my studies, social events. I like to keep a calendar on my phone as well as a manual diary, so I do keep both of those things and it does tend to work. So that is one thing that I do feel has changed since I've come here. I've become a lot more organised, a lot more on it, structured. I like to plan my day, I like to have a routine, that kind of thing. So, okay, so you will also find a lot of different cultures and religions here, okay? And at the same time, everything's very integrated, so you will not feel secluded or alone. You will always find someone that you can have common ground with, or a group that you can have common ground with, depending on their background, depending on their religion, their culture. You will find all kinds of people here, honestly, especially at Ain Shams. I remember at the open day there were so many people representing different countries. It was amazing. That's another really good thing about Cairo, is there's so many people here from different backgrounds, so that's better. When I pressed play, my camera did this weird thing where it like zoomed fully out and I didn't really know what it was doing. Basically, I'm trying to experiment with different camera angles and different lighting. So I fully well know that my last video was very yellowy and quite light, and so I don't know if I have too much exposure or something like that, but maybe it's just the camera, maybe picking up a lot of light, because I know that the camera on the iPhone, it is a lot better than the Android. I'm used to the Android one from my previous phone, so if it's really bright and it's giving me like a headache, I'm sorry, I'm just not very used to the camera. So just to round off this video as well, if you do move to Egypt to study, I hope that you do, there's certain apps that make my life a lot easier here, and I'm just going to list them. So I use, for food, if I want to order food, as in grocery food, I go to Breadfast. It's so good, it's so reliable. Oh, and they have really good coffees as well, really good iced coffees. Oh, and they give you can buy coffee in a coffee box dispenser. They already have the coffee brewed, but it comes in a box that you just dispense. You just go, and then it comes out in the cup. It's so cool. I love it. And you can get Spanish iced latte as well, which is so tasty. So I love Breadfast so much. You should definitely try that one. Also, Talabat is really good for if I want to not cook at home. There's certain things that I can't cook very well because I don't have a lot of experience, like Egyptian food, for example, kushari. So if I want to eat kushari, I will definitely order from Talabat, 100%. It comes in about 10 minutes. It's so good, and you get so much for your money as well. For 20 EGP, I get a box about that size and that deep, maybe not that deep, maybe that deep, of kushari, and it's so tasty. It's so nice. So I get a box of kushari from Talabat. So tasty, just take my word for it. And Talabat does so many other restaurants as well. It has McDonald's, it has KFC, Hardee's, Burger King, it has Papa John's, and also Papa John if you're Egyptian. For getting from A to B travel wise, so they have Uber, they have Careem, they have InDriver, and they also have Didi as well. Didi's really good, but my favourites from those two are definitely Uber and Didi. They're probably the cheapest ones out of all of them, so that is something to bear in mind as well. Oh yeah, Google Translate is a big one. Obviously Google Translate, that's a very helpful app to have. So they're just a range of apps that I use when I'm living here, when I need to get from A to B, that I use every day. But that was everything. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys.